Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Urza Masters Magic. As you can see, we have our stack of Doom of sorts going through here, and our plan is to just pick off all of these different treasure dungeon sites one by one, possibly skipping some of the really nasty stuff like this. There's some really awful stuff like the genie. Yeah, we're probably going to skip that one. Inside this tower is a phantom beast. That's not so bad. We might be able to do that. And in so doing, open a back door to Oxentalk. Death Knight's Phantom Beast. Fire Elemental and Hellhounds. Yeah, those are all pretty doable. Actually, if we get through either of these magic towers, there's more over here on Arcanus we can take. Speaking of Arcanus, we have a couple of sprites here we can do something with. And I don't know why I was moving it over here, because... Oh, we have unexplored stuff here, that's why. Right, okay. So we'll head over in that direction. What's in here? Fire Elemental. I don't believe those can attack sprites, although it's a spell that I have. But it wouldn't be listed there because it's a combat summon. So you have to flip through here. By the way, I did some counting, and there are 11 spells in my spellbook that I have not yet researched. One of which is Spell of Mastery. Where are we? I'm lost in my own spellbook. Fire Elemental does not say that it flies. I'm going to assume it doesn't. I don't think it does. Over here to the research. Regeneration and Disintegrate, by the way, are in fact very rare spells. And based on my number of spell books, which I can find out by pressing F9, I have 3 in Nature and 3 in Chaos. That entitles me to 1 very rare spell of each school. So those are my 2 very rare spells that are already in the research queue. Regeneration and Disintegrate. I don't have enough blue books to get a very rare sorcery spell, which is unfortunate, but I might get one later. You can get more spell books out of some of these adventure sites. As one of the prizes you can get is more spell books. Also more retorts, incidentally, which I already have a great deal of, which is why I have so few spell books. These are your retorts. Right, so what we were going to... Oh, yeah. In 1.5, actually, the chance of getting new spellbooks is significantly reduced over what it is in 1.31, if you were curious. Because the way treasure is doled out in 1.31 is actually bugged in a couple of ways. And 1.5 not only fixed the bugs, it also rebalanced it slightly. So you're going to see less lumpy and more consistent treasure distribution across all type of adventure sites. All very fun. So anyway, let's go in here and take care of these few fire elementals. Oh, it does have hellhounds, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to get out of here because hellhounds can breathe fire, but let's double check these first. Yeah, it doesn't fly, so they're just gonna... They're sitting ducks. The hellhounds, however, are not. They have fire breath, so we're gonna get out of here. I don't know if we actually survived that flea. Yes, we did. Very good. And we have our nice hero here, the Bakir the Beastmaster, with his scouting and water walking. Also redundant resist elements. Okay, you know what? Let's see here. How are we gonna... Items. Yeah, this gives you resist elements, so we're gonna take this back. But how is it possible to, like, uncast the... I thought you could just... There was a way to, like, cancel one of these spells once you cast it. I can't remember what it is. I don't think it's the dismiss button. No, I don't want to dismiss Rakir, but I want to dismiss this spell. Ugh. So am I just paying 1 mana per turn for the rest of the game for no good reason? Can I dispel it? I wonder if it'll let me do that. I guess we can try. Disenchant area, maybe? No, that doesn't seem to have done it. Okay, I don't know then. I will have to do some research and come back and investigate that. As far as what else I'm going to cast this turn, rather than experimenting with science disenchantments, Gorgons aren't always an interesting option. I'm not sure our main stack actually needs more buffing up at this point. Oh, that's right. We have more transmuting we can do. We can also enchant more items, which is fun. We haven't cast Detect Magic yet. Oh, do we need to Chaos Channel more of our army here? I think we already took care of all the Chaos Channeling we needed to do as of yet. Now remember, Chaos Channels will cause you to not earn any more XP, so generally you only want to cast it on elite units. Which I already have. These two are not yet elite. So yeah, we're good on that front. I guess we're just going to cast Transmute, where appropriate. And you're on the Parthenon track, so we want to leave you with the Iron Ore. You are not, so we're probably going to want to cast that, or turn that into something else. So we'll go ahead and start transmuting. 2 turns for Warp Reality. And we get to do some banking in Krong. Mechanician's Guild, I suppose. Parthenon. That'll give us a lot of mana. Plus 3 more, yeah. We still have Unrest, though. We want to build a cathedral. No, I think it's just a barracks or a stables. Oh, we don't have an Animist's Guild yet. Yeah, how about a stables? And now we need a Sage's Guild, I think. Okay, now our production is 14. We're still losing money in this town, but it's a Dark Elf town, so we're getting a lot of magical power out of it. Miners Guild. I mean, that seems like not a great... Our population is still kind of crummy. It's 90 now. If we start building housing, it'll go up to 200. That seems like a better bet. You finished your bootstrapped builder's hall, so you can get going on the granary. I'll just throw money at that. And as for the transmute spell, we'll turn iron into gold, quite literally. Skeletons, huh? Sure, let's try going in. Now, we are within the realm of or the area of that blue node. So any blue units I have, which these are not it, or oh, is it a green node? It must be a green node, because that's why all of my sprites have this +2 bonus here. Okay, excellent. I guess we'll zap the zombies here. Now, these skeletons have missiles immunity. I don't think these ranged magical attacks count as missile attacks. No, they do not. Unfortunately, I am out of mana. So we'll just have to sit here and wait for the 50-turn timer to run out. I mean, I guess I could summon something, but I feel like I've wasted enough mana already. I say as I have 3,291 of it sitting in my vault. Okay, so I guess you want to do more exploring. So you'll continue to do that. And we're here at the Shadow Demon. What is this? A temple. Okay, good to know. Do we have any spells we need to cast? Nature's Cures wouldn't be bad. We have one injured unit here. You're down one figure. What's in here? Stern Giant. Yeah. I don't think there's any cool spells I want to cast right now. Resist magic, that's a fun spell. Yeah, I guess we'll probably just, after this combat, we'll figure out what we want to transmute next. Because I know there's some transmuting we want to do. Oh, yes, there is. Many shadow demons. I'm not afraid of that. Oh, crap. Oh! Oh my god, did they just kill Zaldron? They just killed Zaldron. Wow, that was not very good. I did not expect quite so many of them. Right, despite the resist elements. Despite that. Okay. Wowzers. Alright, I guess what's the plan here? Maybe... We might just want to run away at this point. They have regeneration too, so yeah. I think fleeing is the move here. I don't think we can win that. Not without a whole lot of cash. Oh, I just lost 3 fame. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you lose very big heroes. Speaking of heroes, without him, and I also lost whatever items he had on him. What a shame. I guess we're gonna have to find our Rakira over here, and we're gonna have to send you into the wizard tower. Phantom Beast. How nasty are those? I don't think Phantom Beasts. Oh yeah, those are the sorcery things. Yeah, those aren't so bad. Although there could be a lot of them. And importantly, you are still a caster, so that's good to know. Well, I guess we're going to be trying to enchant a new item for you. You can handle a weapon and a shield and a ring. +5 spell skill. Pathfinding, water walking, resist magic, resist elements. I guess just wizardry is fine for now. But, whoops, no, that was the cancel button. Don't do that. You're going down here. I mean, I guess that's fine. We want this +5 spell skill. Alright, we'll start casting that. Actually, no, we don't want to cast that. Cancel that. Now, what we have to do, before we start giving him magic items, we need to get him onto our... along with everyone else. So we need to cast a summoning circle, although we could just use the one that's already here. Because he can still walk on water. Although it would take him a lot longer. No, we'll just get a new summoning circle. We want to put one there anyway. Oh god, more of that. Okay, we're going to definitely want to get some more priests. A library? No, why am I building libraries? We need to get a... You have the granary, so what you need is a farmer's market, and you need a marketplace to get that. Right. You also need a summoning circle. And we'll get Word of Recall. Send him over into Mirror and link up with my primary force over here. Of what specific... Well, I guess we can have... I don't want to use you as a scout, though. We need a spearman that we can use as a scout. We'll pay 100 gold for it. Because this is many stone giants. I don't think we want to go there. That seems like a bad idea. And this we know is skeletons, and it's something that we can beat. There's only one unit of skeletons left. And we killed it quite easily. Some mana crystals, very good. How are we doing on research? 1 turn, 22 points. Okay, well that's a significant wastage. I probably should have paid more attention to that. Oh well. Right, so we've researched the Warp Reality spell, which is going to be really good as soon as we get more Chaos Channels. And we can now research Awareness, which is a arcane spell, reveals the location of all cities on both planes. I think we're going to go for... I mean, regeneration would have been useful earlier, although we ended up fleeing the battle, so it wouldn't have helped. Probably disintegrate. Regeneration has a pretty steep upkeep cost. I mean, I can see wanting to cast it on, like, our assassin, so he can engage in melee with a little more, No, Disintegrate's just a really useful spell. We'll go for that one. Sages Guild. Now you want a university, maybe? Yeah, that gives us so many possibilities. And now we need a barracks. Right, and you are a unit. Death Knights, huh? So how nasty are the Death Knights? There's like 15 melee attack per figure. That's kind of a lot. 20 hit points. Only 8 resistance. I really wish I had Disintegrate now. They're also illusionary. Oh, I'm dumb. The Phantom Beasts are the... Yeah. What do I... Oh, no, they're not Phantom Beasts. These are Death Knights. I'm looking at the wrong goddamn page. Alright. Death Knights are actually extremely nasty. I don't think I want to go in there. Wow, -4 lifesteal, first strike, armor piercing, all kinds of immunities. Plus 30 to hit. 9 attack, 8 defense with 4 figures. That's not something I want to deal with. Although I guess it's worth poking at it and seeing whether it's... No, I don't think it's worth poking at all, honestly. Unless we wanted to just look in this stone giant. It's a few stone giants. I mean, stone giants aren't... now I want to look at it. I don't want another disaster. Stone giants are rare. They have, yeah, they have that 15-point ranged attack. No, I don't want to go in there without, like, proper scouting. I think we'll go with something a bit easier, like the no, not the Shadow Demons, the Sprites, maybe. And we'll explore this cave. Alright, we need to figure out what's going on here. Mechanicians Guild, I mean, I don't want to spend money on that, but there's an awful lot of corruption going on in here. And I don't have any more priests. I think I lost the other one. Right, now we want to cast a enchant item, probably. Actually, let's see here. So you don't have any armor, although you have a really good defense. 2, you probably want more armor. Why don't we give you some armor? And you're going to want armor also. Yeah, we should start enchanting armor. +3 chainmail. I can use it to beef resistance also. Although, actually, do my heroes even need resistance? Whoops. Your resistance is already really good. Yours could use improvement. Okay, yeah, we'll give it 1 extra point of resistance. So, this chainmail, a couple different varieties of it. Yeah, we'll go for that one. +3 defense, +1 resistance. And we have barracks. Now we want the armory. So many different things to build. You don't have an animist skill. Why don't you go for that? And I should consider my research. We probably want a bunch of research. And that's giant spiders. We don't want to go into the giant spiders. That seems like a terrible idea. Earth elementals we might be able to do, though. I keep confusing earth elementals and stone giants, I think is what's going on here. Okay, well, let's put in the scout. Wow, that is a lot of death knights. Right, so each of these has a crap ton of armor and melee and a lot of really... and lifesteal also. Although my paladins do have immunity to that. Alright, so one of my elite paladin units does some of them do have flying. Their armor isn't as good, although they get +1 to everything because of the holy bonus. They also have armor piercing. And there's a bunch of buffing spells I can put on them as well. Tumu probably does not want to go that way. Because he doesn't have his armor yet. We're probably going to want to go for... what's in this tower? Skydrake? Yeah, we don't want that. This one is Phantom Beasts. Another possibility for scouting. Actually, speaking of scouting, why don't we try to get our... oh, we're still casting that. Okay, after that, we might want to try to get... oh, Gorgons might actually be useful. Oh, I'd have to check the stats. I mean, I just need beefy units right now, I think. I thought I had something to enhance movement speed, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh, there we are, pathfinding. Alright, so for 50 mana, I can make this unit go a little bit faster. But no, we're going to go here and face the sprites. Okay, well this looks like an eminently winnable fight. And we're here with his 10. Right, because you're like a subcast. You get 5 per level and not 7. So you can cast Giant Strength, I guess. Okay, that was very quick. And we get a quick 279 gold. That's about 1 turn's worth of production for me. Speaking of production, let's buy more spearmen here. We're going to need some of these. This one's more Shadow Demons. I might want to poke in and check. Not sure with whom, but with someone probably. Well, you're about to get a level. That's pretty good. And how are we doing on research? 9 turns for Disintegrate. Disintegrate is useful against Shadow Demons, I know that much. And we want probably a temple. Do we have Unrest? Yes, we do. We definitely want a temple there. So do I want to poke a scout in here to see how many we're dealing with? Now, I could go in there, but I'll probably get swiftly murdered. So we're going to not do that. $800 gold for more spearmen. I wish there was an easy way to get them over. Actually, oh, I can't do it because I'm still casting this. That's right. I was about to try casting some sprites and just send them over. And use them as the sacrifice. Although I could Word of Recall these, but again, that has the same problem. I'm not... My spell casting is already in... already spoken for. So that leaves... Yeah, we definitely don't want Skydrake. Do we want Shadow Demons? Well, we'll see if it's like... It's a few Shadow Demons. Yeah, we'll just be bold. Bold may have been a mistake. Oh dear. Did they just kill Shuri? No, they didn't. They killed the kind of pointless Beastmaster. Okay, well I might need to yeah, we're gonna run away. Yeah, that many was not a few. That was a lot more than a few. My scouts have totally misled me on that one. Alright, maybe after Disintegrate I might need to research Summon Hero, because we're going to need a few more of those. We're going through heroes faster than XCOM rookies at this rate. And it's not very good. I'm losing fame too. How many do we only have 22 at this point. Not very good. I mean, we have so much money. I mean, eventually they're going to come to me and they offer me to buy some. Well, at least I'm not bleeding mana for that resist elements spell anymore. So there's that. And I'm curious how good Gorgons are. I mean, they're really good. Plus 20 to hit, plus 8, plus 4 figures, 8 melee attack, 7 defense. And they have a Stoning Gaze. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. See, I'm definitely going to want some of those. And I'm definitely going to want to not go into these Shadow Demons again. Shadow Demons and Ghouls, Shadow Demons and Zombies. I mean, they're killing my stuff before I even get a turn. So what's the solution for dealing with that? I don't even know. I could just use... What happens if I just use my paladins with that, which have magic immunity? There's an interesting idea. What if I just eschew heroes completely? Except possibly Shuri, who has a shit ton of armor. Actually, I might give her the armor I'm planning on giving the other guy. Plus 5 to hit. Yeah, you're just so lethal. So I need to do some math. So Shadow Demons... Their ranged magical attacks are 4 per figure, so that's 16 at plus 20 per hit. So that would an average of 8 successful hits. So you would negate 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on average currently. Right, so as is, you would die in 3 attacks, which is not what we're looking for. You would need a ton more armor. Although, actually, I didn't count the resist elements. So plus, so that would give you 1, 2, 3, 5. So you would lose 3 per attack. I mean, if I really stacked up defense on you, you might be able to handle that. Alternatively, I think just giving them a crap ton of paladins might be a better bet. Because you would just become immune to all of it, and it's all moot. That seems like a way better idea. Oh, Taron, you and your, Okay, before you try any sort of nonsense, we're going to cast Counter Magic. And we'll put a plus 10 additional power in it, just to be sure. To be sure you don't try any kind of shenanigans. Oh, what? I thought I tried to stop the shenanigans, and you killed me with a freaking lightning bolt. How did you do that? Now these guys don't... Oh, you have a thrown attack. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to need... You can hit flyers with thrown attacks. So how about some Phantom Warriors? Okay, that'll teach you for murdering my... Alright, I totally forgot Taron was like at war with me. Because he's kind of impotent at this point. And I'm having more trouble clearing these goddamn lairs than anything Taron is doing. So yeah, we're going to want more paladins at this moment, I think. Oh, actually no, more priests maybe? Because I know we have more of this. So it's 2 turns for priests or 3 for paladins. Well, I think we'll stick with the paladins. Built a granary in here. We don't need that many people farming. That seems like a waste. Get to work on our marketplace. We'll just buy it. We've built an armory. So you're going to want the Animist's Guild. And you're also going to want an Animist's Guild. Okay, so we've enchanted our magical armor of protection. It's plus 4 defense because the chainmail itself gives you another one. So now your defense is up to 16, which then gets improved further to 19 against magical attacks, which is good but not good enough. Now that we're free from casting that spell, we'll go ahead and get Word of Recall. Get them back over here. Oh, you're still producing a crap ton of spearmen, right. You want a marketplace that I will pay money for immediately. Death Knights and Wraiths. Stone Giants that will murder you. Stone Giants that will still murder you. Phantom Beasts. Yeah, actually, let's go over here and scout the Phantom Beasts. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take just the paladins, many of whom are chaos channeled, and we'll send them in. Now they're going to try doing that, but it's not going to do anything. Right, so which ones are chaos channeled? You are, and you are. You two are not. You do fly, so I'm going to want to use web spells. And you have regeneration and a bunch of immunities. Yeah, chaos channels doesn't seem like a wise use of mana. Although I could do it. I'm sorry, not chaos channels. What's the warp reality? It would actually cost me 150 mana crystals. -2 to their chance to hit. Yeah, that just doesn't seem worthwhile. I think I've clearly found the winning strategy here. And that's to just use units that are magic immune. So we've taken like one hit. This unit was already damaged. And like a second hit over here. We are, however, going to need some web spells. Oh, non-corporeal creatures are not affected by it. Oh, snap. I guess we're going to have to rely on our one unit of flying paladins and our two units of fire-breathing paladins to deal with them. Yeah, I think now is definitely the good time for... I could shatter them. Oh, no, they're not normal units. I can't do that. Eldritch weapons not useful. They're not... weapon. I already have magical weapons. So warp reality is the play here. Now they get it minuses to hit, and I do not. You guys can just stand around doing nothing. Okay, so let's... Oh yeah, that's the trick. That's the trick right there. So we'll give them the flame breath attack. Okay, very good. Right, you still have that one... Oh, you actually killed one of my paladins. Oh, that's unacceptable. Do I have a fun spell I might want to use here? I mean, I don't have any healing spells. So the answer is probably... Unless I want to summon something, which I probably don't. I only have 27 skill left anyway. I think we'll just have you hide in the back for now. As they fruitlessly use magical ranged attacks. There we go. So we get one of our flame points back, and we get a blur spell and a plate veil. Gideon's plate, +3 defense, +2 movement, +2 resistance, and endurance. Wow, that seems like better than... Oh, I probably should have just given it to someone rather than Yeah, we'll pay the 20 mana crystals. That's fine. 2 movement, 2 resistance, and endurance. Oh, no. No. Tumu needs to have that. There we go. Bashan is at the other place. 1 attack, resist elements, 1 attack, 1 defense. Okay, and also the blur spell. Which we should look up over here. All friendly units become more difficult to hit each because each point of damage has a 10% chance to miss. Okay, that's pretty lame. Pretty lame. What we're gonna do now is you move over here, and now we're gonna cast Nature's Cures. And you're going to take the slow walk over there. And we've been on this video for a while, so we're going to call it an episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Next episode, we'll take our paladins down here and avenge our wizard by throwing paladins at these demons and things that are immune to all the nasty stuff they will try to do to us. I'll see you then. So long.